A fiery political storm erupted on GB News today as Labour MP Lucy Rigby and Conservative MP Andrew Bowie clashed over the upcoming autumn budget, turning a heated debate about taxation into a scandalous exchange that echoed throughout political circles. What started as a seemingly routine discussion on the budget quickly escalated into a fierce showdown about who exactly Labour is looking out for, especially when it comes to working people. And things took a dramatic turn when Bowie raised a burning question: are small business owners not working people? Before diving into the chaos of this heated clash, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more of the latest political scandals and breaking news stories. You won't want to miss the developments we're covering in the next few days. The central topic of the fiery debate was Labour's election pledge not to raise taxes on working people. But when Rigby tried to defend the Chancellor Rachel Reeves's approach to the budget, she faced a barrage of criticism. Bowie, visibly unimpressed by Labour's vague messaging, quickly jumped in to challenge her claims. "So, are small business owners not working people?" he asked pointedly, clearly highlighting what many see as a glaring hole in Labour's narrative. Rigby, attempting to deflect, responded with a rehearsed answer. "GB News viewers know what working people are. They're people that go out and work for a living." But this evasive response only added fuel to the fire. Bowie's critique, shared by millions of small business owners across the UK, cast a harsh spotlight on Labour's mixed messaging and apparent lack of understanding when it comes to who really drives the economy. Rigby's attempt to paper over this gap in Labour's rhetoric did little to calm the escalating outrage, especially online, where viewers were quick to voice their frustration. This latest clash over Labour's definition of working people comes at a crucial time, just days before Chancellor Rachel Reeves is set to announce her autumn budget. The stakes are high for Labour, which has promised to protect working people while facing down an enormous £22 billion budget deficit. As Bowie pointed out, speculation about potential tax hikes, particularly on employers' national insurance contributions, has already caused panic among small businesses, which feel Labour is turning its back on them. The debate mirrors a larger controversy that exploded during Prime Minister's questions earlier this week. Angela Rayner, standing in for Keir Starmer, faced off against Conservative Deputy Prime Minister Oliver Dowden. Dowden, taking no prisoners, zeroed in on Labour's manifesto pledge not to raise taxes on working people. His pointed question: there are 5 million small business owners in this country. Are they not working people? Left Rayner visibly flustered. Instead of addressing the question head-on, she pivoted to a broader attack on the Conservatives, accusing them of crashing the economy and driving up interest rates. Rayner's sidestepping of the issue did little to clarify Labour's stance. Instead, it added to the growing perception that Labour has become detached from the concerns of small business owners and entrepreneurs, the very people who drive the UK economy. This latest political misstep has led to widespread criticism, with commentators accusing Labour of abandoning the very working people they claim to represent. With Labour's tax plans shrouded in secrecy, anxiety is mounting among small business owners who fear they will be the ones to bear the brunt of the impending budget. Speculation is rife that Reeves will increase taxes on employers, a move that could cripple many businesses already struggling to recover from the economic impacts of the pandemic. Bowie highlighted these concerns during the GB News debate, pointing to the recently proposed Employment Rights Bill, which could add billions to the cost of doing business. Rigby attempted to downplay these concerns, insisting that Labour's tax policies are focused on fairness. However, Bowie's relentless questioning made it clear that many small business owners feel abandoned by Labour. The debate, which quickly went viral, has since sparked widespread outrage on social media, with small business owners accusing Labour of betrayal. But the tax controversy isn't Labour's only problem. In fact, Chancellor Rachel Reeves has already found herself at the centre of another scandal, this time involving the winter fuel payment. The decision to means test the winter fuel payment, which previously offered financial relief to millions of pensioners during the cold winter months, has sparked fierce backlash. And it's not just British pensioners who are outraged. Newly released figures show that thousands of residents living in the European Union are still eligible to receive winter fuel payments, even as millions of pensioners in the UK stand to lose out. The Department for Work and Pensions recently revealed that over 34,000 winter fuel payments were made last year to pensioners living in EU countries, including Bulgaria, Romania, and Croatia. These payments, amounting to up to £300 in energy bill support per person, have left many British pensioners feeling betrayed by the government's decision to cut the benefit. The outrage over the winter fuel payment scandal has only intensified as more details come to light. While British pensioners are being forced to tighten their belts this winter, thousands of EU residents, many of whom have not lived or worked in the UK for years, are still able to claim the benefit. This revelation has left many feeling that Labour is prioritising foreign nationals over the needs of its own citizens. The decision to slash winter fuel payments has been particularly controversial given the timing. With energy prices soaring and inflation driving up the cost of living, many pensioners are already struggling to make ends meet. The cut has been described as a death sentence for vulnerable pensioners who rely on the payment to heat their homes during the winter months. Criticism of Labour's decision has come from all sides. Simon Jordan, coordinator of the End Fuel Poverty Coalition, delivered a damning indictment of the policy. Older people are going to be living in cold, damp homes this winter, and that's going to lead to serious health consequences. The costs to the NHS will be astronomical, all because the government didn't prioritise protecting the most vulnerable. Chancellor Rachel Reeves has attempted to justify the cut, claiming that tough decisions need to be made to address the budget shortfall, but this justification has done little to appease the growing anger from pensioners, poverty campaigners, and MPs. Calls to reverse the cut are mounting, with critics arguing that the government's approach is both heartless and short-sighted. As if the tax and pension controversies weren't enough, Labour is now also facing criticism over its approach to education and national identity. Kemi Badenoch, a leading Conservative figure, has accused Labour of wanting to teach British children to be ashamed of their country's history. Badenoch's comments were sparked by Labour's decision to overhaul the national curriculum, placing a greater emphasis on the negative aspects of Britain's colonial past. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Badenoch warned that Labour's changes to the curriculum would have long-term consequences for national pride. Young people don't want to fight for their country anymore because they've been taught to be embarrassed by it, she said. This isn't about learning from the past, it's about erasing it. Badenoch's comments have ignited a fierce debate about the role of education in shaping national identity. Critics of Labour's curriculum changes argue that by focusing exclusively on Britain's historical wrongdoings, the party is undermining patriotism and national unity. Badenoch's warning has struck a chord with many voters, who feel that Labour's approach is eroding the sense of pride and connection to British heritage. Labour's troubles are piling up as the autumn budget draws near. With scandals swirling around taxation, pension cuts, and education policies, the party's leadership is struggling to contain the damage. Keir Starmer, Angela Rayner, and Rachel Reeves are under immense pressure to restore public trust. But as the political temperature rises, it's unclear whether Labour will be able to recover from the fallout of these scandals. As the budget looms, the stakes have never been higher for Labour. With small business owners, pensioners and concerned citizens all waiting to see how the government's plans will affect their lives, the pressure is on for Labour to deliver. Whether they can navigate these political minefields without further damage remains to be seen.